Today is October the 23rd, 2011. And right here is all the possible hands in Texas Hold'em or poker, period. These are all the hands that you can possibly have in poker. And there's 10 of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's all the possible hands you can have in poker. That's it. Those 10 hands are all the possible hands in poker. Your first hand, right here, is the lowest hand, and this is the highest hand. And all these hands, when you're here, they beat all the previous hands. This beats all those previous hands, and this beats all the hands. So, your first hand is a high card draw. You have only one card, and it's going to be the highest. And this is an ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 9, on down to 2. If you have a 2, don't stay in. But then you got your second hand, which is a pair. This just happens to be a 6. And you got your third hand, which is 2 pair. This just happens to be an 8 and a 7. You got your fourth hand, which is 3 of a kind. This just happens to be 5, 5, and 5. Now you got your fifth hand, which is a straight. This just happens to be a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you notice they're not in suits. They're not in suits. So it's just a plain straight. And of course that beats all the previous hands. Then you got your sixth hand, which is just a flush. A flush is all the same suit. This just happens to be heart, 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 heart. And it doesn't matter the denomination of the card. It can be any denomination as long as they're all heart, 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 or all the same suit. So that's called just a regular flush. Now your seventh hand is a full house. And that just happens, this just happens to be a 3, a 3, a 3, a 2, a 2. So you got a full house, which beats all the previous hands. Now the eighth hand is a 4 of a kind. 4 of a kind, God. It's a 4 of a kind. This just happens to be 4, 4, 4, 4. Now your ninth hand is a straight flush. This just happens to be 7, 8, 9, 10, jack. And they're all diamonds. Diamond, 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 diamond. That's called a straight flush. And that beats every hand previous. A straight flush beats every hand previous. And it's just like all the other ones. Every hand previous. Every hand previous. Okay, now your 10th hand. This is the hand you're waiting for. This is the hand you want to bet everything on. Go all in on. And that's called a royal. That's called a royal flush. That means why? Because it's a royal. That means he's got the highest hand. That means the highest cards in a row. Plus, they're a flush. So that means plus they're all the same suit. So you got the highest straight plus they're all the same suit. That's called a royal flush, and bet everything on it. Bet the house on it. It's this just happens to be 10, jack, queen, king, ace. That's the top 10, that's the top 5 cards. And they're all in the same suit and they're straight. So it's like the highest straight flush. That's called a royal flush. Okay? And this just happens to be clubs. All clubs. They're all clubs, and that beats everything. That's the hand you're waiting for. Oh, I'm Dan, and that's the poker hands.